as I've been saying, how come Trump is able to use the Hatch Act and I don't think President Obama, what if former President Obama had to use it? They wouldn't have let him use it. They would have did all kinds of things to stop him from using the Hatch Act. But yet Trump is going to have his acceptance speech on the front lawn of the White House. That's the Hatch Act. That's federal land. And Melania Trump, the Rose Garden is federal land. I'm asking again, did she use taxpayer dollars? What's going on here? Pompeo in Jerusalem. All this conflicts of interest and stuff. Attorney General Barr, how come he's not looking up? He's the Attorney General for the people of the United States. How come he doesn't look up and say something about it instead of being Trump's attorney? He can't be Trump's attorney. Attorney General Barr is the attorney for the American people. Trump has to have his own lawyers. And Trump out there saying, Trump and Trump's son and all these, and Nikki Haley and all this stuff, the economy was growing when Trump came into office. Trump destroyed the office of the president, but he's a racial bigot, his racial slurs, putting African Americans against one another. There's no school funding, no money for the school funding. He didn't put out anything for the pandemic. When the pandemic came out, he said it was a hoax. And he waited almost 3 months before he started to do it. I can't do the name. Start to do anything. And yet then, he didn't have put a lot of PPC out there for the doctors and healthcare workers. Trump has been a failure as a president. The economy hasn't grown. What's happening in Michigan now? People getting laid off, the plant's closing down because of his tariffs. His tariffs that messed up the manufacturing in Michigan. And people are being laid off and the plant's thinking about closing down. And then he said there was going to be an auto industry is going to come back. Nothing is coming back in Lordstown. Nothing. When Lordstown was booming, it was booming. Lordstown now is nothing but a vacant land spot. So jobs are not coming back in Ohio. Not for the auto industry, they're not. And so what is Trump saying? He's lying. And again, with Azar and Dr. Hahn up there saying Trump is forcing the FDA to say that people can try plasma for a treatment. People haven't been fully treated with the blood plasma. He's doing all this for political reasons. And people going to start dying like they did when the pandemic here. We're almost up to 180,000 deaths. By the time the voting is here, it's going to be 300,000 deaths. Not until it hits somebody in the Republicans' family, their families or them, where one of them dies, then they'll start seeing the light. But right now, they're not doing anything about the pandemic. Mitch McConnell's not doing anything about Breonna Taylor. That hasn't come forward to say anything. And the other politician that's in Kentucky, nobody's saying anything. In Wisconsin, the guy that was shot 7 times in the back, going into his car, and his children were in there. What's going on? Trump has brought all this to the United States. He has brought hate, bigot, white supremacy, QAnon. He says they're nice people too. So what's going on? People, get out and vote. Get out and vote, everybody. Vote Trump out of office because he's trying to suppress the vote. And John Lewis fought all his life for the people's right to vote. all his life. Trump didn't even go to his funeral. Trump didn't even say anything. No kind of comment or condolences. Trump is strictly for himself, and he's jealous of anybody that has more success than him and smarter than him. Hi, this is Francine. To the point politics. I'm an educated black woman, as I keep saying before. My entire family is educated. I'm a teacher. There are teachers in my family. Everybody, please get out and vote, because Trump is trying to suppress the vote, and so are his Republican cronies. All of his Republican cronies are sucking up to him to get back in office. Please, everybody, you see something, do something. You see what's going on, vote. You see what's going on, vote. Thank you. Francine to the point, talk politics.